All right, guys. So new edict from Elon Musk and his Doge department. I suppose if it's his department, it's enormously dumb. I'm going to tell you about it in a second. But we've got so many stories related to Elon today. We're going to have the 20 Doge staffers who quit. They talked to the incoming Elon guys, and they're like, "Oh my God, these guys are morons. They're political ideologues. They're young people. They don't have any technical experience. They're just asking, ooh, what's your political affiliation, huh?" They're going to break the government. And I know, MAGA thinks like, oh, breaking the government's going to be great. No, it's not going to be great. That's not why you got elected, to break the government. I know, like, the extreme far right thinks breaking the government's awesome, then everyone will suffer.
Hey all! Today we're diving into the chaotic, head-spinning world of Cenk's take on Elon Musk. Now, if you've been following the political circus lately, you know Cenk is no stranger to riding the fence between left and right, and today's rant is no exception. We're talking about Elon Musk, Doge, lithium, and a whole lot of hypocrisy.
No. I know. I'm being unfair. They don't think that their people are going to suffer. They think that some libertarian nirvana is going to rise up in its place. It's not. People are going to be super pissed when you break the government. The minute anyone doesn't get their checks that they actually are entitled to, your guys are going to have unbelievable problems on your hands if you're in that camp. But okay, I know, no, Elon's such a super mega mind genius. He's not going to break anything. My ass, he's totally reckless. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's bringing in political ideologues. They just don't want to be questioned. It's super obvious. That accountability and transparency, total garbage. So that's, Donald Trump says that Elon Musk is a head of Doge. When they ask him officially, the Trump administration says he is not the head of Doge. Why? Because they don't want to be subject to conflict of interest rules. Because Elon has massive conflicts of interest. Why Greenland and the Ukraine minerals at the same time, out of the blue? Because Greenland has lithium, and Ukraine, it turns out, has lithium. What does Tesla need for their batteries? Lithium. Oh, don't look at conflict of interest. No. Elon Musk is not the head of Doge. Well, he is, but he isn't, which leads us to the new dumb rule. Okay, so, he put out that letter saying, okay, now, everybody, you have to report to me, Trump's largest donor. I have bought the government, so you must justify your job. Are you paying people's Social Security checks? You better justify your job. You're a veteran working for the park services, you better justify your job, okay? And not justify your job to anybody else, American people. By the way, the two things you have to justify to Elon Musk. If George Soros wrote a goddamn letter saying, justify your job to me, because I am Joe Biden's top donor, everybody would hate it. Everybody would hate it. The right would hate it. The left would hate it. The only people who would like it is the establishment uniparty. I guess MSNBC would like it. But other than that, everybody would hate it. But they've got MAGA thinking that Elon is an angel and that his own interests. The mega billionaire, he would never care about his own interests. He just cares about the American people. My ass. That's why he's hiding his interests. That's why that's driving our domestic policy and now our foreign policy.
Hold up. This is where Cenk drops the hammer, and I'm here for it. But here's the kicker. Cenk is pointing out the double standard that MAGA has when it comes to Elon Musk. They treat him like some kind of messiah. But let's be real. Elon's just another billionaire playing puppet master with our government. And Cenk? He's calling it out while somehow managing to stay in the good graces of both sides. It's almost impressive if it weren't so frustrating. All right, let's keep going because the hypocrisy train doesn't stop here.
Oh, Donald Trump, he wouldn't care about the donors. That's why he handed foreign policy to Miriam Adelson. And everyone knows he handed it to Miriam Adelson. That was not even in dispute, even in the MAGA world. So, okay, so the donors are in charge, but just different donors. So anyway, he sends out this dumbass letter saying, justify your job to me. Okay, so that's to Elon. But also, there's 3 million federal employees. Is Elon going to read every email? Or is rinky-dink 28-year-old dumbass political ideologues in Doge going to read every email? No. They have to account for their jobs, justify their jobs to an algorithm. They're going to break everything. Okay, so that blows up because it's so preposterously dumb. So people are like, oh, I know. MAGA thinks, no, what do you mean? If you can't justify your job in 5 sentences, then you shouldn't have your job. Dude, guys, this is not a private industry, okay? This is the federal government. when you break things in your own company, that's on you. Okay. And yes, your employees are affected. And that's heartbreaking, but that's contained to a private company. When you break things in the government by doing things like having algorithms decide who gets fired, you're going to break things that the American people rely on, and they're going to be furious at you. If I didn't give a damn about the voters, I'd say, oh, great. Yeah, break everything, you morons. Then we'll come in and sweep up. But I do care, and I don't want them to break things. And I would have loved for them to cut waste, fraud, and abuse. But instead, we got shell games. Oh, we're going to cut $50 billion a year from the Pentagon. Okay, it's not as much as I wanted, but okay, that's something. Oh, kidding. We're not really going to cut the $50 billion. We're going to reallocate it to a different program. Ooh, can I guess which different program is going to be? One run by Palantir, owned by Peter Thiel, and somehow related to Elon Musk companies. You didn't cut a damn thing, man. This whole thing's a scam. So now Elon, after he gets spanked by Kash Patel and Pete Hegseth, going, no, don't respond to that idiot. No, we're not. You don't have to justify your job to Elon's algorithm. Okay, so then he had to backpedal. He's like, okay, this one time, King Elon forgives you. Am I not merciful? No, it wasn't your decision, okay? Obviously, and Trump's just like the drunk monk, right? Like, he's like, okay, Elon, you're totally in charge. Oh, Cash doesn't like you. You're totally not in charge. Okay, Elon, you're back in charge. Hey, you want to lead? You want to make up your mind? Is Elon in charge or is he not in charge? So that all leads up to the thing I was going to tell you. So this guy puts out a new tweet, Elon does, and get a load of this. So the Office of Personnel Management, as we told you on the live show last night, when is it? Oh, right, 6 o'clock Eastern. It broke in the middle of the show, and we told you Kash Patel and Hegseth and those guys won. Office of Personnel Management pulled back that people would be fired at midnight on Monday if they didn't write the letter to Elon's algorithm. Okay, so now Elon then puts out a tweet saying, subject to the discretion of the president, they will be given another chance. Oh, wow, thank you, King Elon or whatever. But hold on. Then he adds this line. Failure to respond a second time will result in termination. Yeah, by the way, the American people hired you to fire people, right? Just, we didn't care about the price of eggs, the price of gas. They was just like, I hope somebody comes in and fires a lot of Americans. Boy, that's your mandate? No, that's the agenda you always had that had nothing to do with your mandate, nothing to do with this election. It was to gut the government and take whatever resources there are and direct it to the new donors. So, okay, but how are you supposed to respond to this? So you'll be fired if you don't respond. It's okay, don't respond. And now back to you're fired if you don't respond. What the hell are they supposed to do? What the hell are they supposed to do? And it's like, so if they respond, maybe Hegseth fires them. If they don't respond, Elon fires them. Meanwhile, the drunk monk is like, hey, guys, what's going on? Hey, let's turn Gaza into resorts for Trump. Okay. All right. Look, man, I couldn't have been fairer. I said, hey, you want to cut? Let's cut. But let's cut real abuse. You want to say that you're a new start? Go ahead. New start, new slate, right? And everybody, like you guys, a lot of you know, tons of attacks. Oh, my God. How dare you be fair? Don't be fair. Boo. But part of being fair isn't, okay, I now give them the benefit of the doubt for eternity, or I now help them or work with them for good. No, being fair is, let me see what you got.
First off, the bit about we didn't care about the price of eggs, the price of gas is a direct hit. He's calling out the absurdity of this whole situation. Americans are out here struggling with inflation, skyrocketing costs of living, and what's the priority? Firing federal employees based on some algorithm Elon Musk dreamed up? Like, seriously? That's the mandate? No, Cenk's right. This isn't what people voted for. This is a billionaire-driven agenda to gut the government and redirect resources to the donor class. And let's be real, it's not even subtle. But then he hits us with the chaos of, you'll be fired if you don't respond. Oh wait, never mind. But actually, yes, you're fired. It's like watching a bad reality show where the rules change every 5 minutes. And Cenk's frustration is palpable. What the hell are they supposed to do? Exactly. It's a lose-lose situation for these employees. Respond? Maybe you get axed by Hegseth. Don't respond? Elon's algorithm comes for you. It's bureaucratic whiplash, and it's exactly the kind of dysfunction that makes people lose faith in the system. And then there's the drunk monk line. I mean, come on. That's Cenk at his edgy best. He's painting this picture of Trump as this clueless figurehead, tossing out wild ideas like turning Gaza into a Trump resort. It's equal parts hilarious and horrifying because, let's be honest, it's not that far off from some of the nonsense we've actually heard. But here's where Cenk really lands the plane. Being fair isn't giving them the benefit of the doubt for eternity. He's saying, look, I'll give you a chance to prove yourself, but when your big idea is handing the government over to billionaires and calling it reform, I'm out. And he's right. Fairness doesn't mean blind loyalty. It means holding people accountable when they pull this kind of nonsense.
Oh, okay. What you got is handing the entire government over to your top two donors and letting them run domestic policy and foreign policy, letting them take a hatchet to the government in a super dumb way. Again, look, the upside of that is now a crash for Elon and Doge is nearly guaranteed. So the Democrats, in their infinite incompetence, just sitting there like a lump on a log, will win the election because less and less people are going to vote. Less and less people are going to vote because they're like, we're damned if we do, damned if we don't. On one side, we have Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries going, there's nothing we can do. We don't know what to do. Oh, yeah. The Republicans are working with their billionaire buddies. Brother, man, we all see your billionaire buddies. You think we don't see your billionaire buddies? You don't think we see your talking points? God, you're so pathetic. And then on the other side, Trump and Elon are running a clown show. I mean, what are people going to vote for? But they're not going to like this. They're going to hate this, and the numbers are going to go down. MAGA won't believe me, just like the Democrats didn't believe me that Biden's numbers were going to go down, and he had no chance of winning. And then later, like, oh, yeah, you were right. He was going to lose 400 electoral college votes. I don't know if MAGA or independents or Trump voters or whoever will come back around and go, oh, yeah, you were right. It turns out the American people didn't vote for a circus. They voted anti-establishment. They voted anti-corruption, anti-abuse. They didn't vote for a new donor class to abuse the government even more. So, I usually, when I'm predicting doom and gloom for the Democrats, because that's all there's ever been, and unfortunately, what did we get? I've been saying this for how many years now? How many decades now? And look at the Democratic Party, completely cratered, just like I said it would. And is it because, oh, I'm so great? No, guys, no, please focus. Focus on what's important. We have to learn the lessons to do the right things. Why did the Democratic Party crater? For the reasons we've been talking about on the Young Turks. Because they kept serving the donors. They kept serving the donors. They never gave the voters what they want. Bare minimum things like $15 minimum wage. So easy, such a layup. Paid family leave, 84% layup after layup. They're like, oh, golly gee, we don't know how to do a layup. And they throw it off against the backboard. Oh, did our donors win again? Oops, the parliamentarian. The parliamentarian rules the world. When the Democrats are in charge, the parliamentarian is the most important person in the world. And when Trump is in charge, Elon Musk is the most important person in the world. So this is damned if you do, damned. Anyway, so they cratered just like I told you they would. So don't forget me. Look at the underlying facts. Do not vote for establishment Democrats that never do what they say they're going to do. For God's sake, find populist Democrats. Because that's populist left at this point is the only thing that could save the country. Because it's the only ones. And why does the populist left get no financial support at all? Because the powerful people, the very wealthy, the people at the top, know that the one set of folks that could actually change things are the populist left that actually will fight for the average American. So that's the Bernie wing. That's the economically populist wing. That's the wing that will win and actually deliver. Okay, but right now with Trump and Elon, etc., if you're a partisan, I guess you should celebrate because they're definitely going to crash. So we're telling federal employees, you'll be fired. No, you won't. You'll be fired. You'll be fired. No, you won't. You're all fired. Is what a freaking madman does. Not a smart person looking to find waste, fraud, and abuse. Oh, there it is. I found it, and I'm taking that cancer out. That's how a smart person does it. A dumb person goes, me fire everyone. I don't care what they do. Algorithm fire. Algorithm fire. Okay, yeah, you don't like it.
Cenk Uygur's take on Elon Musk is equal parts insightful and infuriating. He's calling out the hypocrisy of MAGA's Elon worship while somehow managing to stay in the middle of the political spectrum. But here's the real tea. Whether you're on the left, the right, or somewhere in between, one thing is clear. Our government is being run by billionaires who don't give a damn about the average American. And Cenk? He's just here to remind us of that while riding the fence like a pro. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our spicy political commentary. And hey, drop a comment below. Do you think Cenk is calling it like it is, or is he just another talking head playing both sides? Let's get the conversation going. Until next time, stay sharp, stay skeptical, and don't let the billionaires win.